This is going to be a quick walkthrough of my moto camping setup on my BMW R 1250 GS Adventure. You'll see here I have the Mosko Moto Backcountry 35-liter bags on both sides, and then we have the Mosko Moto Backcountry 40-liter Duffle. So the Duffle has everything I need for camping. I have my tent, my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, I have my cot, and a little table. Then I have a little camp chair that I attach to it on the top. Or I could find another spot on the motorcycle for the chair. It's pretty small. The side bags, panniers, usually will hold like my clothes. I have my Mosko Moto fatty tool roll right there. My bike cover, any other things that I need like food. All right, well, let's take the bags off, put them on the table. Really just the duffel. We'll take the duffel off, unpack, and I'll show you everything that's in there. So the bag's empty. Put everything on the table. Tent poles are gone. This is how I run the backcountry cinch straps. And I'll show you how it's tied down. Basically, they run through these molly loops here underneath the tent pole bag and on this side as well. And you'll see the backcountry cinch straps here. I have them tied here to the rack, the bottom of the rack. I run it on the back seat. That way, if I want to put my top case on the back, I can, and it gives me a little bit of a backrest. And I'll show you down here. This is where the front's tied. Now, I just went ahead and tied it onto the bag, or I tied the bag to the bike for demo purposes. I actually, on this trip, because my shifters broke, as you can see. The replacement won't be in until next week, so I drove. But I still wanted to pack everything inside the backcountry 40. So swinging around here, this is everything that was in that duffel bag, with the exception of the fatty tool roll. This I'll just keep in one of these molly pockets here. Goes right here. But you'll see I have the Nemo luxury king pillow, the big Agnes Q-Core Deluxe, and this is the 30 by 78 inch. I like the wider footprint. It feels more comfortable. This is a Marchway cot. So basically I put my Q-Core inside the sleeping bag, the bottom, and then the sleeping bag with the sleeping pad underneath goes on top of my cot. And I slept like a baby on this trip both nights. I have this Naturehike folding table. This is a little bit of a nightstand, and if I'm eating, it can serve as a little table. The Kingcamp. I really love this chair. It's very comfortable, extremely sturdy. It's rated to hold over 300 pounds, so I don't have to worry about breaking it. This is my MSR Habitude 4. This tent, it's my first trip with this tent, and I'm very happy with it. The biggest thing for me is that it packs down really small, and I'm 6'3", so I can stand inside of it, which is great. Like, I wanted to be able to stand up when I'm changing clothes or kind of stretch out. I'll probably show some pictures. What I'll do is I have my bed and my cot on one side, and I'll have my chair and my table inside, and so I can kind of lounge. And there's a bit of a vestibule area too, so you can hang out there if you like. These are the tent poles. So the tent poles are pretty big. They, as you probably saw earlier, they kind of fit inside the tent pole. I'll show you the tent pole pouch here on the backcountry, but you can't close this. So I'll probably try to figure out a solution here to either enable me to secure them while they're in here, or I'll probably get like another tent pole bag and just kind of attach it to the Molly system here. So back over here, this is the big Agnes Diamond Park 15-degree bag. Where I went this weekend, it was about 95 degrees in the daytime, and it got down to 60 degrees. And initially I was concerned that it would be too warm for me, but I was actually quite comfortable. I slept like a baby. I have pretty wide shoulders. I was able to move around. I could turn on my side if I wanted to. I'd have my iPad on my table, and so I would like turn on my side and watch the iPad, watch like a YouTube video until I would fall asleep, and then I'd turn on my back and didn't have any problems. I want to say this is probably my first camping trip where I slept like straight through without tossing and turning and waking up in the middle, and it worked out very well for me. When your sleeping bag is being stored for long term, it's not good to have it inside of this sack. They recommend, so they give you, Big Agnes gives you like this, almost looks like a mesh laundry bag. I'll show some pictures of how this looks when it's set up, the tent, and I'll try to show you some pictures of how my setup was inside the tent with everything set up. I'm really happy with this. For me, I know a lot of guys like to have a very like light setup, and I understand, I respect that. It allows you to have a little less weight on the bike, makes it a little bit more maneuverable, especially if you have to ride some dirt. For me, this is like a major upgrade. I'll try to put a before picture of what my camp setup looked like before. The backcountry panniers. This would be like my clothes, my camping equipment, my cooking equipment, and then you know, any kind of extras. My bike cover would go in here as well. All of that can actually, depending on how many days like I have to pack clothes for, most of that will fit in one pannier. The other pannier could be just free for anything else. And then this is my top case. It's the Boomot, the large size, and this is the Boomot, I believe it's the EVO. I can put my helmet in here, food, other stuff. On trips where I'm not gonna go off pavement, I probably use my side panniers. These are also Boomots. I'm thinking of checking out the Mosko Scout. I believe they're the 30-liter bags, the duffel bags, to go on top of these for camping equipment. I might try it out, but all my sleeping bag, my tent and stuff would probably still go in the backcountry duffel over here. I'd probably just mount these instead because they're lockable. Even though I do have the locks for the panniers, I like the locks on these, and these are water sealed with a gasket, and there's a lip too that really defends against water intrusion. I would take these on if I'm going to be on like pavement. I need to figure out a better way of tying these down. Because I haven't had an opportunity to like take this on a moto camping trip yet. I haven't really just researched the best way to use this. So for right now, they're just tossed on there for demo purposes, but I'll research it. But if any of you guys have any ideas, leave a comment below and share it with me, and you know, point me to give me your camping tips. You know, let me know like how your setup is. I'm always interested. For me, camping, I feel like this is going to be a never-ending sort of journey. I think I'm going to continuously find or be out there looking for like new things and better ways to camp. All right, guys, have a good one.